Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show. Liverpool hoping to bounce back with some midweek Borough action.
Yeah.
Which is as filthy as it sounds. Because if you've been to Middlesbrough, yeah. Anyway.
Is this where you've got lots of family, or is it you?
Steve's
is it Annette?
No, my cousin went to university there. It's fine. Chris, Liverpool, it's going to be an interesting game of football. Not in great form of late, but it kind of goes without saying. We need to turn what is at the moment a little patch of poor form. We need to stop it from becoming a rut.
It's massively important, this game, because, you know, both teams have played at the weekend. We're looking to bounce back from a disappointing home draw against West Ham, and you know Middlesbrough will be up for this. I mean, it's a home game. They're going to be in a battle all season long. These are the type of games that they think they'll be able to get a few points. And you know, having seen us against Bournemouth, having seen us against West Ham, there'll be areas of this Liverpool side that they'll be looking to target.
Yeah, I agree with that. We talked a little bit about that on the final word show, didn't we, Dan? About how there's a narrative at least. And it surrounds the goalkeeper, and it's there for a reason. He's not been in good form, especially in the last couple of games. He's made some high-profile errors. And we talked about whether teams are targeted on that or not. I think this will be the game. If it hasn't happened before, Middlesbrough will look at that and go, here's an opportunity for us to exploit a weakness.
Well, you say that, but what is the weakness?
He doesn't stop the ball going in.
Yeah, that's it. So, how you targeted him is by having a shot.
I suppose that's just how you play football, isn't it? Yeah.
Just kick the ball at him.
You know, it's not like Mignolet, where you know he's not coming off his line, or you can't catch a ball. You don't. I don't know what his weakness is.
I just think that there's more pot shots.
I think sometimes put him under pressure. I mean, they get a good crowd at Middlesbrough, and there'll be a lot of noise. And I think what they'll do is they'll try and get the ball into our box as often as possible.
Yeah,
that's
kind of what I'm driving at. Yeah, is that whether he has a weakness that is expressly targetable. Because you're right, if it's Mignolet, you put the ball under. You put crosses in and you try and test him aerially. I think Kenny's just slightly better than that. But what I think you target, Steve, is while it's not a particular area as such, it's a creating feelings of unease by putting him into getting him, test him as much as you possibly can.
It isn't just him, it's the defence as a whole. Liverpool haven't shown to me at the minute, or anyone, especially at Bournemouth, that they deal well with pressure and panic situations. Yeah. Well, in fact, no, they do panic. And hopefully Joel Matip, who looked very, very calm and assured against West Ham, is the answer to that, because he doesn't really look flustered. But if you're them, you'd be thinking, right, it doesn't have to be intricate build-up, does it? If we just get the ball in and around their defenders, try and get in amongst them, and see if they shit themselves. That basically, see if they panic, because we've seen in the past they have panicked. I don't know how steady Lovren's going to be in terms of his fitness. He went off at half-time. He's probably not going to. You'd think if you go off with a hamstring twinge or cramp or whatever, you're probably a doubt for
a few days.
You're probably a doubt for a game 3 days later, aren't you? So it's going to be Clavan or Lucas playing. So maybe you think, well, another centre defensive partnership, a new one again. A goalie who's obviously, feeling a bit uneasy, and a team that's probably feeling a little bit vulnerable at the back. Yeah, go at them. I imagine, again, I've been to Middlesbrough away. The conditions are never friendly. In terms of it's probably going to be miserable, isn't it? Really, northeast on a cold Wednesday and stuff and all that. You don't want to put too much into it, but you imagine it's not going to be amazing conditions to play in. So what we need to do, I think the onus might be on our attackers now to just. There's been a while this season where the defence have played well, and we've kept a few clean sheets, and it's allowed the strikers to go and, Sunderland, where we defended they had a few chances, and on the whole we defended the goalie done well actually, or the defence.
We had 5 minutes of panic, and then we managed to settle down.
So, and then that allowed the attackers chance after chance, and we only needed 1 goal to win, and we got it, and then we scored obviously a late winner. It might be the other way around this time. It might be up to the attackers to go, you know what, these lads back here are having a bit of a shocker. It might be, let's go and score 3 and hope that it's enough this time.
The other thing is Middlesbrough aren't scoring many goals.
Well, they don't score many, they don't concede many.
So it's not. I can't see them sticking 3 passes.
I think it's 13. They've scored 13 and 15, and they've conceded 16 and 15.
Yeah. So
they're very much a 0-0, 1-0, 1-0 type of team.
Yeah. Well, as we proved, everything was looking quite rosy in terms of our defence for a few weeks, wasn't it? And then just basically spooged our defensive record out the window in 2 weeks.
14 minutes now.
The thing is, they're not that good. And again, you can talk yourself into it sometimes, and oh, tricky game, blah. The goalie defense. Liverpool should beat Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
If we turn up and play, I think if we turn up and play at 80%, we've got a very, very good chance. It's just, again, a couple more injuries have crept in, another change.
The problem we face in this regard is that you've got the derby looming. You
can't think about it now.
I know, but this is the thing: is that the Merseyside derby is looming, no matter what you do, and this is when we're starting to get to that point of the season where there's been a few knocks and there's a few people who've been playing through the pain. Firmino's had a knock, Lallana's just coming back from one. These are the times when you need people to just go, no, whatever, shrug your shoulders, bear down, and get.
You win this 1-0.
The thing is, there's 5 days between games as well. We're lucky that it's a Monday night game for the derby, aren't we? And then we don't have a game until after Christmas, so it's almost put everything into the next 2 games. I would be treating them as like absolute must-wins, both of them, because it's not must-win for Liverpool to stay in the top 4 fight or stay in the title race, but I think it's must-win for the fans at this point. I think there's so many fans that are just on the edge and who will just capitulate if we take another bad result. Has something just fallen off the wall? I feel like everybody's staring at the wall for some reason.
Some Christmas
dislodged.
I'm not sure it's the end of the world. I think we can carry on with the show. Are you okay to carry on?
I'm not sure I am.
Have a look at social media and see what's being said.
Yeah, the comments.
Carrius has put that. Defo Carrius put that up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You just win this game.
That's
what you do with this one. You
dog it out.
I don't think it's going to be a game. And like you mentioned on the final word earlier, we're not in, and your dad said, we're not in the form where we're blitzing, playing our free-flowing attacking football and stuff. So you might just go and have to dog it.
Yeah.
And then you might have, the derby takes care of itself because it's the derby, and then maybe you get a few plays back and maybe you regroup. But you just have to go to Middlesbrough away if you want to win this league. And I know there's been a lot of people thinking, oh, Liverpool are never good enough and stuff, and Chelsea are miles away. Chelsea could lose 2 games at some stage or whatever.
Chelsea have got Sunderland, I think.
Sunderland
and you'd have Chelsea to win that all day long. But it's got all the hallmarks of one of those mad little games of footy where
just make them win it.
Like
make them win it.
Daft one, like.
Just make them. If they win the league now by being excellent for the rest of the season, sound lads, hold your hands up. Just keep the pressure on them and Arsenal. Do what you need to do. And to do that, you go and win 1-0 at Sunderland. And it might take you to the 85th minute and you have to dog one. Middlesbrough. And you might have to just dog it and see what happens. You might need a Origi to do what he's been doing recently and just poke one in or something. I can't imagine we're going to go there and just play them off the park. I don't see that happening.
I'd love it though.
Listen, don't get me wrong, it'd be great if we do. But...
let's have some trivia. Yeah?
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
The last time we played Middlesbrough at the Riverside was February 2009.
Did we win?
We lost.
Yeah.
We lost 2-0. And funnily enough...
Was that needed in the question?
No.
Steve, why did you...
No. What's interesting is that there was an article after the fact that said that Liverpool's title dreams come to an end or something like that. Anyway, I want you to name our starting 11. It's actually quite easy to a point, but there's 1 or 2 amazing names in there. So yeah, name our starting 11 the last time we played Middlesbrough at the Riverside, and we'll answer that a little bit later on in the show. You know what we're going to do before we get back into the hot Liverpool chat? We're going to have a word from our sponsors, us.
So we've got a brand new range of merchandise available as modelled by Mr. Paul Machin. We've got the Dreams in Songs signature collection as well. Go and check out the new site, do it now and help support the show.
Anyway, big question then in terms of centre-backs.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Right?
Like an infomercial?
From ourselves.
No, nice. Yeah, great.
Yeah. The information
listen,
was
mate,
by Rice and Redmen t-shirt.
Bills don't pay themselves.
Absolutely. Although I feel like they do, because I don't pay them. It's like the magic floor in my bedroom when I put all my clothes on there and they come back clean.
See, mine's a magic basket.
Yeah.
I just throw them in there, cum on them and everything, and then all of a sudden they're clean and hung up in my water.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
No.
Too much information, Jack. Clavan.
Sorry, John.
If Lovren is for any reason, we talked about it, he came off injured and what have you. Lucas has been getting the nod, hasn't he, quite consistently. There's been some issues with that, I think.
Decent nods as well.
Some decent nods. Lucas. surely it's time for Klavan to get a start if Lovren's not available.
You know what? I thought Klavan was brilliant the other night. I think it was one of them where he had the ball within probably 20 seconds of the second half kicking off, and he just looked so confident, and he just continued that. And it was like he's not the shit centre half who's there just to clear. He actually can play a little bit. Like
that turn on the halfway line was majestic, wasn't it?
And you're looking at him and going, is that Danny Agger incarnate? Like, do you know what I mean? The guy was brilliant.
I always feel comfortable when he's playing. Yeah. He just knows how to be a centre half.
Yeah. I wears his shorts well as well.
Yeah.
He drops them down a little bit. I like that.
Yeah, like that in a man. I always wonder whether is he small? He must be. I think he's smaller than Lovren, isn't he? Whether it's just maybe it's a height thing or a I don't know, because he does every time he's played. He's more cultured than we have him in our mind, because we go Estonian centre half, and for some reason, and that's probably incredibly racist. Probably think like, oh, he must be some horrific, Eastern Bloc dog centre half that just comes out and boots people. Like we all thought Skirtle, like we thought Skirtle was meant to be, but wasn't as well. Like. He's got the short hair. He looks like a young Steele.
He's got the name of a Viking as well, hasn't he?
He's like an old Steele.
Is he older than me? How old is he?
He's 29 or 30.
Similar age to me.
31 maybe, I don't know. I don't care. It's not
years
important, and also there's no way for us to know. He's
5 years younger than me.
Fair play.
He's had a tough paper around him, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he might be 31. I think he's not that much younger than you.
God. It's 3 years.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I think he deserves a go.
Yeah.
If Lovren's fit,
then Lovren, please.
100%?
Yeah. Why would you change it to back four again? It's just mad.
But is it changing the back four? It's just continuing?
No, I think your first choice partnership plays when it's fit.
Yeah.
But I would go Klavan over Lucas if Lovren is out. Just
if only because it's on the left.
Yeah. It looked nice, a natural balance, a left footer playing in the left side of the
mad in it.
Who'd have thunk it? But also, I mean, again, they've had Negredo out injured and stuff, haven't they? And I'm not sure who's going to be fit for them. But if they are going to go the aerial route, and I actually think Lucas is pretty decent in the air. Mm-hmm. But I would, again, you'd trust Klavan to be just a bit better. Yeah.
If you watch the two of them training on at half time, and this got to a point where they were throwing the ball up to each other to jump up and head. Klavan was much better at it than Lucas.
He done well against Andy Carroll. I mean, I'm not sure, again, the injuries to Middlesbrough's players might dictate that a little bit. But I think I agree. If you're going to play you play your left-footed centre back on the left. It makes perfect sense. Doesn't
I think the only issue, and I think because
and Lucas was garbage at Bournemouth for a bit as well.
But I think Klopp's highlighted this is that in terms of your all-round play, what Lucas has is that ability to play a 30-40 yard pass. He doesn't do it all the time, but we've seen him do it where he can ping one into feet to the centre forwards or whatever. He's a midfielder, isn't he? At the end of the day, Klavan doesn't necessarily have that. But we've talked about this already, about if you're gonna play a Origi up front, we are a bit more structured. It is a bit more standard to what we do. That maybe. Again, it makes sense to have two proper centre halves in there if you're going to have a proper centre forward.
And it's not like Matip can't play, is it? I think when Lucas played with Lovren, because I don't think the manager trusted Lovren to do that job at all against Bournemouth, because Lovren's not very good. He's not particularly great at passing it out. Matip's fine. Yeah. So I don't think you have to worry. And it's not like Klavan's a donkey, is it? He can play a bit. And Matip's class with the ball, so I don't think that's a worry.
It's the reading of the game that's important for the centre back for me in the way that we play, because of where Klein and Milner go, those two centre backs are left in huge amounts of open space. Whereas why Lucas, I think, has been getting picked is because he reads the game so well. He knows he's not the fastest centre back, but he understands where the ball's going to be.
Where he needs to be.
Exactly, and whether Klavan is as good as Lucas at that, we'll find out. But Klavan deserves to play after the 45 he put in.
Yeah. In the midfield, then, that Emre Can missed out against West Ham through injury. If he's back, does he come in for Wijnaldum?
I think probably Klopp will bring him back in, because he obviously decided a few weeks back that he was the guy to play rather than Wijnaldum, which surprised me, because Wijnaldum had been making a decent fist of the job and played reasonably well the other day as well. But I do think he'll bring Can back in if he's fit.
Can's taking his chances in front of goal.
Exactly.
And that's been the difference. And we were getting through games by Can scoring, was it 3-3 or something like that. And I think had Can been playing and had he picked the ball up in the positions that Wijnaldum picked them up, the form that he's in, Chan could have had a couple of goals against West Ham.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's down to, because we're not firing on all cylinders at the moment up front. You know, we're playing Firmino out of position. Origi's doing well. You need those midfielders to pick up goals when your forward three aren't playing as good as you want them to be.
That pass to Mane at Bournemouth, Wijnaldum doesn't do that. Which, you know, that's the kind of thing Chan can do.
Yeah. I think there's Steve, with the Chan thing, similarly but not quite the same, I guess, with the Origi thing, is that why I like the way Wijnaldum moves, and I like he's getting into the box, he's getting into all these right positions, and he's a bit more dynamic than Emre Can in some respects, a bit quicker, blah, blah, blah. But you can't argue with the end product that Emre Can's delivering from that position. And in that regard, exactly what Chris is saying, Can is more likely to score as a goal or get an assist on what we've seen from this season than Gini Wijnaldum.
I thought our best midfield, and I was saying for a while, was Henderson, Wijnaldum, Lallana. But now I will play Can. I think, you can't pick the same team Sunday, Wednesday, Monday. There's going to have to be some changes somewhere, and that's one change you can make, even if it's just one to save some legs or to to get a fresh player in. Hopefully, if Chan's fine, that's one change you can make pretty comfortably, and we're going to make one at the back, and then that's your two changes that you might be forced into making. And I agree, in front of goal he's been good, and I think he might offer you a little bit more. Again, talk about dogging it. I think Chan's more suited to that than Wijnaldum would be. I agree, if he's fit. At the minute, he has to play. I've still got my reservations about certain parts of what Chan offers at times. I think sometimes he can be a bit, I don't know, he slows us down a bit at times. But at the minute, we're not playing quick anyway. So it's not as if Wijnaldum's speeding us up and we're playing fluid football. I think at our best, when our front three is firing, I would prefer to have Wijnaldum playing. But for this game, when we're not quite there, I think you're more likely to get something from Chan. I think
you might decide to play both of them and maybe push Lallana up and leave Origi out.
Yeah, or play Wijnaldum played on the left, was it, against Leeds?
Yeah, so that's a possibility, given you're away, and you might want to make sure you keep things tight.
That Leeds one was funny. Sorry, that Leeds one was funny because both Chan and Wijnaldum had to go out on the left there, which was bizarre to me. But
I think this might be one of those games where I say we've been fine, and I keep coming back to this, but for a couple of little daft errors at the back, we'd have taken at least 4 points from the last two games, maybe even 6 if we're going into the stretch in the realms of reality. But it wouldn't surprise me to see us switch things around up front, because Roberto Firmino's in horrible form at the moment, absolutely horrible form. He's not impacting football matches. He's just not fast enough, I think, to play that to play out wide. So I wouldn't be against the idea yet of bringing Chan back into the midfield, putting Wijnaldum on the left and moving Firmino, which would be a real shame for Divock Origi, because although I don't think he's been having a great all-round performance, again, he's a centre forward. He's doing his job.
Just switch Origi and Firmino. I think Origi can play left of a front three. I think he's in fact he likes drifting left. He's admitted himself he likes going left. I think Firmino needs to be central. Yeah. Now, especially with Coutinho out, I would want Firmino central, I think. And I would personally, I think I'd just switch him and Origi around at this moment. I think I want Lallana in the middle still. He's only just coming back to fitness, and he's been excellent in the middle, and he's scoring goals from the middle. And he'll have the same problem on the left as Firmino's got. He's got no pace. Yeah. Lallana's slow. Wijnaldum's quite quick, could do a job there, but is he offering a goal threat at the moment, which you need from your... Well, he's not. So I think if you went Mane, Origi, wider Firmino, I think that might give us a better chance of just... Again, Firmino's our best player now, I think, or he should be. Yeah. In theory, with Coutinho out, he should be our best player in Mane.
So you want not playing to his strengths at the moment.
Again, it's just been a bit disjointed. So, if we had another option on the wing, I'd consider Origi dropping out, and I think it's harsh because he keeps scoring. Yeah. But at the moment, we haven't. So it's kind of the team's almost picking itself, other than the Wijnaldum Chan thing. Everything else is kind of picking itself.
On that, just quickly, I don't want to get too much into it because we're running out of time, but the goalkeeper situation, are we in? I think this is the last possible opportunity you've got to rotate the goalkeeper before it's you're having to bomb him out for football form.
The manager said, if being reported by Paul Joyce, he's going to pick him. I wouldn't be adverse. I'd keep him in because I think his ceiling's higher. But listen, I wouldn't be adverse to the manager going, you know what, he needs some time because his head's gone. The manager will know, and obviously he does know him quite well in terms of how he's coping. But there's a 3 weeks ago, I don't think there was any logical reason other than, you know, he's been a bit dodgy, blah, blah, blah. He's actually cost us points now.
Yeah.
And if he costs us points again, then you are at a point where you are literally bombing him out the team.
Yeah. Carrier said the right words last week before the West Ham game down, what he said. You know, the people who are judging me probably haven't watched me play for Mainz. They haven't seen all the good work I've done in the Bundesliga. I'm just going to have to do it all again in this league. And he's saying the right words, but we've had a lot of players who've done that. Joe Cole was criminal for that.
The thing is, he was voted second best keeper in the Bundesliga, wasn't he? And Klopp has gone out of his way to say how good German goalkeepers are.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're second best to Neuer,
yeah,
you know, you can't be that bad. So, you know, I think he's going to persevere with him. He's like Bravo at City. I think he's almost nailed on.
Yeah. Well, fair play. Same, Chris?
Oh, exactly, mate. I've said it for a week now, haven't I? We've talked about it on so many different shows. I just think that you kill him now, and a goalkeeper's not just for Christmas.
Yes. Key man prediction, Steve?
Oh,
It's in the agenda every week.
yeah.
It's almost the hardest question you ask every week.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Just name a player. Name a Liverpool player and say what you like.
Mane.
Guess which player might be good.
Mane's been our best player against West Ham. I think he looked fit and sharper. I think he's got a chance to... These will shit themselves if he runs at him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we win a pen off Mane. So, yeah, Mane.
For me, though, if he's in the right place.
No, John.
Yeah, I was going to go with
Every
Firmino, to be
time,
honest.
it's like... It's
Can we say the goalie? Say
Great
the
minds
goalie.
think alike.
Yeah,
The goalie.
say the goalie.
Let's hope he makes a worldie.
Yeah, I'm not saying the goalie. I'm going to say...
I wouldn't either.
I'm going to say Adam Lallana. I think, you know, he scored a goal last weekend. He's coming back from fitness. There's a lot of pressure on him now because I think he could be the most creative player in this side if Firmino's not in good form. And I think if we're going to break down Middlesbrough, and if they do sit back a little bit, which I expect, you know, they do like to play a little bit, but they do sit back as well. And I think he'll be key to breaking them down.
Okay, great, yeah. I'll say the goalie. Why not? Why not?
All eyes on
Well,
him.
listen, he has a bad game, and that's him done, isn't it? Basically. But, you know, just in the realms of possibility that he could do something really good, because it's not like he's been so shit that he's done nothing
come out
good.
And score.
Go ahead.
You know, from his own half.
Just stick a head on something. What he needs to do is just get bloodied up, I think, is really do something like, you know, really go in where it hurts.
He needs a worldie, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He needs a worldie.
Yeah. Score prediction, Chris, I'll start with you this time.
3-0 to Liverpool.
Dan?
2-1.
Okay.
1-0.
1-0. I'll take a steal 1-0 all day long. You know me. Love a dogged 1-0. We never do them. Careful.
Say it on.
Trivia question then. We haven't played them at the Riverside since February 2009. We lost 2-0. Who's their manager, by the way?
Southgate?
Gareth Southgate, yeah. Name Liverpool's starting 11.
Reina?
Pepe Reina. Ding.
Was Stuart Downing playing for both?
Arbeloa.
No.
Johnson?
No.
Am I out? Oh, well away, aren't I?
No.
2009. Hang on a minute.
Name the centre-backs.
Carragher and Agger.
Carragher, Ding, Agger, no.
Skirtle.
But no, actually, no, I'll tell a lie. Not Carragher.
Skirtle?
Skirtle.
So Carragher playing left
Carragher playing right back.
Right back, okay. There you go.
Reese
Nope.
too early. No, is it in sewer?
Nope.
No,
Aurelio?
Aurelio.
Aurelio.
So is
What you meant to say when you said Arbeloa, isn't
is
it?
it another centre? Is it another centre back?
Another centre-back.
What the fuck else do we have left?
Come on.
Is it Hipia?
Kyrgiakos.
Before Kyrgiakos.
Kyrgiakos.
It's
Hipia?
2008,
Not
2009.
Hipia, too late.
What?
Is it Hipia?
It's Sammy Hipia.
Yeah, sound.
Sound.
We're garbage at this, lads.
Jesus
shit,
Christ.
aren't we?
Gerrard?
Okay. Steven Gerrard.
Yes.
Also in the midfield.
Mascherano.
Javier Mascherano. Also in the midfield.
Lucas Leiva.
No.
Alonso?
Xabi Alonso. Scored their own
That was
goal.
the best midfield in the world.
And then an attack. I guess an attacking 3.
And go.
No. Ooh, no, he's on the bench.
Torres then.
Nope.
Went.
Dutch.
Kaut?
Dirk Kuyt. Also Dutch.
Babel.
Ryan Babel. Moroccan, I think.
Elzar?
What?
Nabil El Zasti, well done.
Elzar got a game.
Well done. Started this game. Out of interest, the bench, Cavalieri, Dossena, Stephen Darby, Albert Riera, Yossi Benayoun, Lucas Leiva, and David and Go. And they
Defo played and Go.
And they wonder why we didn't win the league.
How did El Zahar get a game ahead of Benayoun?
It was Rafa loved El Zahar, didn't he? He loved him.
But he only used to bring him on normally.
Gerard Alonso and Mascherano when we got beat.
Xabi Alonso.
El Zahar was up front.
Yeah, out of interest.
Carragher was playing right back. Right back in 2009.
Stanley Tunchai and a Xabi Alonso own goal. They had
I don't think I've
and Jeremy Aliadier up front.
I can see why we struggled.
There you go. If you got that right, congratulations, you're a wonderful human being, clearly. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Well, I've just named every Liverpool player ever. Hodgson! Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I thought Sammy had gone by then.
If you want to buy Redmen merch, you can do. The link is in the video info underneath the Redmen TV shop.com. Bigcartel.com.
The Redmen TV shop.bigcartel.com.
Correct. Thanks, Chris. Well done.
Correct, like he knows.
Correct.
You need to Bitly that, don't you? That's fine.
We've Bitly'd it a few times, but he can't remember that either.
All right, okay.
RMT. No, I don't. The link's in the video info below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing to the redmentv.com if you've done it. If you've not, you're weird. Go and do it now. Ta-ra.